Hi twins, welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Channel. My name is Leigh, and today we are going to do another new love spread for you and your soulmate, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. This is a nice long one, so get your popcorn, sit on down, get your blanket, get your whoopee. I ain't got my whoopee. I gotta buy me a whoopee because I can't be without my whoopee. Y'all know my blue robe I always wear. I miss my whoopee and I gotta get it. Okay, so first card we're gonna look at, this is talking about where you are. We have the Ace of Cups showing up here. Okay, so you are on the brink of coming together with your person. Okay, so let me tell you this. When you see this Ace of Cups card, all right, and Spirit is telling you that what you want is coming, okay? Don't lose hope is what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? This person is going to show up when they're supposed to show up. And what I want to tell you, what I want to make sure that I tell you is that you don't want this person coming in when they're not ready or when you're not ready. Because it would be fucked up for you to have gone through all this shit you went through, twins, in order to come together with this person to have it just fall apart. Think about how devastated you would be if you went through all this shit, right? You had these people drag you in the past. Then you had to fucking heal it. Then you had to get yourself together. You had to clear out all the areas of your life and get yourself together and stand in your power and know your worth. And then all of a sudden this person comes in and they come in at the wrong time and everything gets fucked up. Think about that. You don't want that to happen, right? So we're going to start at the beginning with me letting you know that because you know you don't want that, right? You just got to be okay with what Spirit is telling you right now. Because part of this is an endurance test. One thing it's about is patience. The second thing that it is about you learning to be okay. Okay? Because there's a card in one of those decks that I always pull out. Those of you that watch me on a regular basis, it says the single life. It is about you embracing your single season and going out and enjoying yourself. Let me tell you this. There's this girl that I watch on YouTube sometimes. And one thing, I just recently started watching her. And one thing that I really, really admire about her is that she is single. You know, she's out here traveling the world by herself. And she goes out and takes herself out, right? She gets dressed up. She gets all dolled up, right? Or, you know, for guys, you know, gets all dressed up and put on the cologne and smelling good and hair done, you know, hair all, you know, barbered up and all these kind of things. And she goes out to restaurants. She'll go take herself on trips and do all of these different things to enjoy her single season. So I'm saying all of this to say, life is not over, twins, just because you ain't in a relationship with somebody. See, because that's the lies, okay? And the bullshit that society wants to tell you. I keep telling you, they try to brainwash us and make us think that because we're not in a relationship with somebody, we're not fucking whole, that there's something missing, or that we're, you know, everybody else that's in a relationship is better than us. But how many of y'all know people who are in fucking relationships with people who are fucking miserable? Tell me, I'll wait. Okay, because everybody know at least one couple that are in a relationship with each other that shouldn't be in a relationship with each other. Whatever reason why, you know, reasons why the relationship is not working, why it's falling apart, why, you know, whatever's happening is happening with them, that's neither here nor there. The whole point that I'm trying to get you to understand is that love needs to enter your life when it's time, when you're completely ready and when your person is completely ready. Because I don't know about you, because when my person come in and it's the right time and it's the right time for me, I'm not letting his ass go. I'm just letting you know right now. So you have to stop. You know, like I say, it's like a kid on Christmas Day getting a fucking toy, and then they have it for 5 minutes and they throw it down like, it don't do what I wanted to do, or this wasn't what I wanted. It didn't come when I wanted it to come, and they throw it, you know, they throwing it down. You got to stop doing that, okay? You are in the season of your life for a reason. there are certain lessons that need to be learned. And as soon as you learn those lessons, that's when your shit's gonna take off, okay? When you truly learn to embrace your singlehood and know that you're gonna be okay, whether you're in a relationship with somebody or not, that is when your person is gonna come in. Because I keep telling y'all, and I don't know if y'all not hearing me or whatever, but you have to not need this person in order to have them. Because think about this. Let me flip it around on the other end and show it to you like this and give it to you like this. What if you were the soulmate, right? About to come into somebody, like you are, but you know what I mean. Let's say you were the soulmate about to come into your, come into your life, right? And say you when you came into your life, the other person, the other side, you, who I'm reading for now, the twin, grabbed on to you and was like, oh my God, you my life raft, and if you're not here, I'm not happy, and this relationship is everything, and if it's if it don't work out, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Imagine how you would fucking react. The first thing you would do, you would be running for the fucking door, the majority of y'all. Because you don't want nobody hanging on to you like that, clinging on to you like that, putting that type of fucking pressure on you. And when you sit in this type of energy where you pissed off because the person ain't here when when you think they supposed to be here and stuff like that, that's the energy that you're giving. And you don't want to give anybody, because I keep trying to tell you, the person that you dealing with can be with anybody, okay? I'm not doing that to make you feel bad about yourself. I'm doing that to get you to understand that you're about to be with somebody who is the creme de la creme of people that you could possibly be with, right? And so I'm saying all of this to say, if you got somebody that's on that type of level, okay, you need to be on that level too. You don't need to be coming into energy or into a situation with them all desperate and oh my God, and I need my person, and if I don't get my person, it's just the end of the world, and I'm just gonna be by myself because I don't know. That's crazy energy. It don't feel good, whether you the person spouting it out or whether you the person that's receiving it. So you got to think about that when you be getting upset when Spirit, because I'm telling you, every week Spirit is telling you this person is coming towards you, right? There hasn't been 1 week where I told you this person wasn't coming, right? So I keep hearing that song in my head, Single Life. That's what I keep hearing in my head. So Spirit is telling you, live your life, enjoy yourself, learn how to be a sovereign being, to just be. Because look, let me explain something to you about the Emperor and the Empress. The Emperor and the Empress don't need nobody to fucking roll right. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. If you truly are an Empress or you truly are an Emperor, you good in and of yourself, and you don't need other people. You may want other people to be there in your life, but whether they're there or not, life is moving on, things are rolling on, it's all good in the fucking hood, whether someone is there or whether someone is not. Because this is the point I'm trying to get you to understand, because when you sit in this type of energy, oh my God, it's motherfucking electric. It makes people, because see, people think that when you sit in that type of energy, twins, that it means that you gonna turn everybody off. Nobody's gonna want you. But I'm telling you, when you don't want motherfuckers like that, and you okay, like I said, you want to be with them, but you don't need to be with them, that is the sexiest motherfucking energy there is. Because think about it. Think about the people. That's one thing I'll give players, right? You gotta give them this, even though I don't agree with their tactics and the shit that they do, because the majority of them that I've experienced, I don't know about every player, but the ones that I've experienced, they are trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. But one thing I will say that I admire about a lot of people who are players is the fact that they exude that type of energy that I just talked about, where they out here and they don't need anybody, they may want somebody, they out, I know they out trying to get what they want, but they have this confidence about themselves that, I'm gonna go out here and, I'm gonna do this and do that. And excuse me. And if I end up going home with somebody tonight, I will. Or if I don't end up going home with somebody, then I won't. You know what I'm saying? And when you in that type of energy, it makes you motherfucking success. It makes you fucking sexy to other people. Think about that, right? That's because think about it. If players didn't have that type of energy, people wouldn't be attracted to them, right? People wouldn't be trying to, you know, like how players are trying to break other people down and get what they want out of them. It wouldn't be women and men trying to break them down and trying to make what they say, make a hole into a house, right? Oh my God, they wouldn't be doing that type of stuff. So I'm saying all of this to say, live your life, twins, okay? Know that this person is coming. No, it's like you a little kid, and you know, regardless of what goes down, when Christmas time comes, you gonna get your motherfucking gifts, okay? And so that's what Spirit is telling you with this Ace of Cups, that your gift is coming. You just don't know when. You just don't know when Christmas time is, but you know that there is a Christmas time. So you just need to put that, you know, in the back of your mind, put it in your bag of tricks, and know that what you want is coming, okay? And just because you're not getting it when you want to get it, it doesn't make it less than, okay? It's the shit you're telling yourself in your head, okay? All right, let's move on. Let me clarify this card. Ace of Cups, please. Okay, hold on. We're going to talk about this. Okay, this is why you having the shit you having, a lot of you. We got the abandoned card here. It's talking about left out, walked away from, you know, being treated coldly by other people. And I get that. I get you being in this type of energy. But if you still feeling like this is something that needs to be worked on, okay? Then we got red lipstick finding evidence. If you've been in this where you've had successive relationships where people have cheated on you, or this has been your thing, because for some of you it could be the opposite. Take it as it resonates. This is something that needs to be looked at as well, because I keep trying to tell you, if you don't heal your patterns, you're doomed to repeat them, just like history. The things that, look at history, right, in the world. How certain governments and things didn't learn from what happened in the past, and the same thing keeps happening over and over and over again, okay? This whole life is nothing but a fucking lesson. And so if you're wanting to move forward, if you're wanting to be ready for the things that you feel like you truly deserve, you have to make yourself ready, okay? You can't just sit in that energy and be in that. You can't be sweating and want this person. You can't be like that. You can't be thirsty and wanting to be with this person. You have to be confident. The Empress don't fucking sweat. The damn Emperor ain't thirsty. They know that there's always somebody out there who wants them. It might not necessarily be who they choose, but there are always options, okay? And you have to think like that, you know, and just know that I sit and I attract who the fuck is supposed to come towards me, okay? I don't go out looking for people. I don't go out getting upset and crying because this person is not here and stuff like that. I'm not saying you're not going to have your, like I say, your peaks and valleys, because this is life. This is life. And that's life. But you have to stop dragging yourself because things are not coming when when you want them to. I told you, you got to let go of the reins and understand that this life we're living as twins, you don't have control over certain things in this lifetime. Because if you did, I'm sure a lot of you would be where you wanted to be and not have gone through a lot of the things that you have gone through. Okay? All right. Excuse me. Hold on. Okay, so the next card we're going to take a look at is talking about your love life challenges, okay? Okay, yeah. Okay, so we got two cards that fell here. We've got the Five of Swords, and we also have the Moon. I keep trying to pick cards that don't glare with, there's no glare with the light, but I just have to watch how I hold them. So the Moon is Cancer and Pisces energy, okay? And then we have the Five of Swords here. So this is talking about the breadcrumbing, the backstabbing, the, being mistreated, all of these things by these people who were not worthy of you. But I told you, it has to do with your discernment. This is like I tell you, I said this, I don't know, to a sign, one of the signs or a couple of the signs this past week. It's like when you go out to buy a damn car. You don't just go to the fucking dealership and the first fucking car you see, you just get in that motherfucking drive off. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Because you take that motherfucker home, and then that's when you start to see shit it wasn't the color I wanted. It don't drive the way I want. I may have wanted an electric car and this is a fucking gas car. You know what I'm saying? All these different things like that. And that's what we've been doing in the past when it comes to relationships. We just been taking whoever the fuck comes in and not looking at who they truly are. Cause even when you buy a car, you got a certain grace period, right? On when you know how you get to use it, and like or a mattress. When you buy a mattress, they give you like some of the companies give you like 100 days, 180 days for you to try the shit out to see if it's for you, because everything and everybody in this lifetime, twins, is not for you. You know that because you've experienced the worst of the fucking worst. That's why you got this 5 of Swords showing up here, right? You've had a lot of fucking dirt bags coming through your life. Let's be honest about it, right? Okay, because we know the picker is fucked up and we talking about everybody. I'm talking to me too, okay? So a lot of people been hiding shit from you, hiding their true character from you, not being honest about who they truly are until you all the way in so fucking deep, they figure or they think you're not going no damn where. Okay, so this is like a waiting game is what I hear from Spirit. You have to take your time and let these people show you who they are, because they eventually and inevitably are going to show you who they are, because people can only hold back their true character for so long. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Yeah, see, we got sorrow showing up here. It says loss, grief, and depression. And then we also have the confusion card. It says uncertain, unclear, unsure. So a lot of you have started to, you know, or have been second guessing yourself. Okay, and feeling sorry for yourself for a long time because you beating your head against the wall trying to understand why the fuck you can't find nobody that's right. But like I said, you don't order the first mattress you see when you go online, or you, like I say, you don't jump in the first car when you get to the fucking dealership and just tell your friend that took you to the dealership, okay, bye. I'm finna go. This the car. I'm finna get this car right here because the first one I saw. And you don't get it and go home. And like I said, we laughing, but it's the truth. It's the kind of things we do. Some of us spend more time actually buying a pair of underwear or some fucking t-shirts or a bra. We spend more time doing that than we do picking the people that are in our lives. And then we wonder why shit is fucked up. Okay? All right. Hold on. Let me get one more card here. Yeah, so we got telepathically sending love songs. So this is your person. This is your soulmate. I feel like the reason why they send you these songs is because they want you to hold on. This person is a true believer. That's what I hear in my head. That's what Spirit is telling me. This person is a true believer. They're an empath just like you. They're tapped in just like you are. But like I said, you can tell by this person's track record, by the things that they've accomplished in their life, that they know that sometimes things in this life are a marathon and they're not a sprint. And so they've already realized or come to that realization that this connection is a marathon, because you are coming together to be life partners. You're not coming together to fucking date for a few fucking days or a few weeks or a few months and then go your own separate ways. So with all that being said, I feel like this person sends you the messages they send you to let you know they thinking about you, for you to feel them in your energy, and for you to know they ain't went nowhere. They right here looking at you, watching you, just like you're watching them when you watch these reads. Okay? All right. Let's move on. So the next placement we're going to look at is talking about the self-love. We're going to talk about your self-love roundup. What Spirit wants to tell you about self-love. That's why I like this read. It's talking about a lot of different areas that you need to look at. Okay? So we got 2 cards that fell here. Oh, I didn't even do the overall energy. Let me do that. The overall energy is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is about long-term, stable, committed, a grounded connection, longevity, which is what you've always wanted in love. But like I said, just like with the car, you don't go buy a car without learning certain, without looking at your past history of the cars you've owned and what you liked about those cars, what you didn't like about those cars, and learning from that and doing your research about the new ones to see if the things that you didn't like about the old cars, to make sure that those things are not a part of the new ones you're looking at. It's just like that with a person. You have to sit down and think about what you truly want. I mean, Spirit is bringing this person into your life, and I'm not saying that they're not trying to give you what you want. But some of y'all don't even fucking know exactly everything, you know, everything that you want with this person. Because me, I write down shit they fucking say to me, baby. I write down exact phrases that I want to motherfucking hear when they talk to me. And when people describe our relationships, I write down exactly things that I want to be said about us. Okay? I get that fucking intricate with my shit because I told you this is my life partner, and I told you when they come, that's it. You ain't gotta worry about me. I ain't gonna be out in these streets no more. Okay? So let me see. Underneath this, we got the Nine of Swords. It's talking about you worrying about this connection, worrying about it not coming to fruition. But like I said, you can't have gone through all these things, twins, for all your lifetime and think that in a matter of days you're gonna be able to turn it around, have learned all the lessons you need to learn and turn it around just like that, and be able to admit this person into your life. And then, like I said, they're going through things too. They're human just like you are. Okay? And then with the Eight of Swords, it's talking about being stuck. There's some you know, scratched records. Some of y'all got some scratched records, right? Where the needle is stuck in the groove and you have to get that needle out of the groove and start to think positively, more positively. You have to get over certain limiting beliefs. There are certain things that have to happen in order for you and this person to come together. Because like I told you, this ain't no regular Joe Schmo. This is like the fucking Cadillac of fucking relationships. I don't know why Spirit give me the car analogies, but that's what they're giving me. So we gonna go with it, okay? So this is the Cadillac of relationships. So if you want the Cadillac of relationships, or if you drive electric car, you can say the Tesla of relationships. So if this is what you're wanting, somebody that want to drive a Cadillac can't come to the dealership with $5 fucking and think they're gonna be able to buy it. You got to put some money in the kitty. You got to put some money in the motherfucking bank for that, right? There's some people that have that type of money that's able to do that, but that's few and far in between. The majority of us, we're gonna have to save up a little bit for that. And there's nothing wrong with that, being able to do that, because when you have to work for something, it makes you more appreciative of it. And I feel like that's part of it too. Spirit is making sure we work for this so that we understand what has gone into us coming into this relationship with each other, so that when things go down, because you know that if you excuse me, if you've been working on something, a goal, and you've put a whole bunch of blood, sweat, and tears into it, you know when you have bad times, the last thing you're gonna do, you may think, oh, well, maybe I should give up. But when you think back about all the shit that's going into it for you to get to where you are, you like, no, fuck that. I done spent all this time on such and such and such. We gonna keep fucking pushing, okay? We gonna keep motherfucking pushing. So that is the energy Spirit wants you to be in, okay? Energy of being ready to do the work, the Eight of Pentacles, ready to do the work to be in this relationship with this person, because this person, that's the type of energy that they're bringing in too, okay? All right. Let me clarify this Ace of Pentacles, and then we'll move on. Okay, here we go. You know, we can't have no damn reading without no fucking shit, right? Motherfuckers try to do shit. And that's what you got to understand too. It says curse, it says hex, it says witchcraft, and then it also says on this card, negative mind, okay? Because let me say this, let's keep it real. You can fucking hex your own fucking self by thinking fucked up shit, okay? By thinking, oh, this person ain't gonna come in, I ain't gonna get treated the way I want to get treated, and all this kind of stuff. I told you, it's spelling. When you say shit like that, when you say negative shit, just like when you say positive shit, you spelling. You either working against yourself or you're working towards what it is you want, depending on what you're saying, what's coming out of your mouth, and the thoughts that you're thinking, okay? All right. So we got, shattered chaos here. It's about you putting the gun down, you getting rid of all this shit that's been in your way, these blocks, any type of chaos you've been through. Because some of y'all been through some stuff, because I read them fucking comments. And, like I said, my heart goes out to you. I know this life and these relationships have not been easy. But you have to learn what you need to learn so you don't fuck up what is coming. Because I keep telling you, what is coming is the fucking holy grail. Okay? It is the fucking Cadillac. It's the whatever mattress with Stearns & Foster is like one of the best mattresses in the world. It's a Stearns & Foster coming your way. Okay? It's things that or the top of the pops, the creme de la creme, all these types of things. So if you want top shelf, you got to function like top shelf. Because think about it. Let's be honest, twins. If we was all functioning top shelf, we'd be with our people by now, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's certain lessons that have to be learned in order for you to be in a relationship with somebody that's going to be healthy and going to be, you're going to be life partners with this person, and it's going to be long lasting. Okay? All right. Let's move on. Okay, so now we're going back to where were we at? Love life challenges, right? No, self-love. We have self-love, sorry. Self-love roundup. So we got the 7 of Pentacles here, and we also have the 10 of Swords. So some of y'all have, because you know I got to look, no sugarcoating. Here it come. You better get ready. Some of y'all done been stabbing your fucking own self in the back, okay? Some of y'all have been stabbed in the back so much till you do it to yourself. Like I said, when you say that shit about, oh, all these motherfuckers done come into my life and did this and did this and did that to me, and so now I don't want to be with nobody, or I'm gonna do this and do that and do that, you stabbing your fucking self in the back. Because so what? Those people have done what they did. Like I said, I hear, you know what I hear in my head? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away, fucker. Because nobody's going to stop me from being with who the fuck I want to be with for the rest of my life. Nobody's going to stop it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a fuck what I got to go through. This is my life, and it's a certain way I want it to play out. And so I'm in it for the long haul. I'm running this motherfucking marathon. I don't care if it's fucking 1,000,000 goddamn miles. I'm going to keep running until I get what the fuck it is I want. And you got to be like that with any goal in your life. Because if you give up at the first sign of problems, what do you think is going to happen when this person comes into your life and the two of you hit a fucking roadblock? What you think is going to happen? The same fucking shit. You gonna be looking back at this shit, some shit you didn't heal, or some type of trigger that comes up, and you're gonna be like, oh, 10 swords to the back, here we go with this again, or whatever. But this time you have somebody in your life that's wanting to work the shit out. But I told you, when your mind ain't right, you get into that autopilot, and you start to self-sabotage. You start to do all this crazy stuff. So that's why I keep trying to tell you, it's important. It is very important with this 7 of Pentacles, the type of seeds that you are planting to have what it is you want. If you want your seeds to be right and not be dirty and not be what is the word? Oh God. Like seeds that are like, I don't know, cracked in half and split and not full, whole, healthy seeds. You gotta have those seeds that you're planting if you don't want to experience this anymore. That's the point of you healing. Because when you heal, you think healthier thoughts, you're planting healthier seeds, you get the hope and the hopes and the wishes with this 7 of Pentacles card. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Knight in shining armor, baby, or nitrous. Make it fit, guys. The nitrous and shining armor, whatever you know it's supposed to be. That's what you got coming towards you. Okay? Because even think about it, even in the fairy tales, them people like Rapunzel, when she was up in that motherfucking tower, she had shit she had to learn. She had lessons she had to learn about self-worth and what she deserved and the type of treatment she was supposed to get. And it's the same fucking thing for you. Because you can't go into no fucking relationship like this thinking that it's gonna be like this when you haven't done anything to heal this. Okay? Because like I said, I'm not saying that you are to blame for this, but if you keep not healing it and you continue to sit in this, yeah, it is your fucking, that's when it does become your fucking fault. Okay? All right. Because like I said, this person is coming in wanting to be your dream lover, wanting to give to you and do all these things for you, but you have to be open and receptive to it. You have to know that this is what you deserve. But if you rushing, just trying to get to the end, and you're not stopping to enjoy it, it's like you going on a trip. You going on a trip somewhere, right? And you like, I don't give a fuck about what's going on this trip. I just want to get back on the plane and go home. That's basically what you're doing when you don't enjoy the ride until this person shows up. Because like I said, you got to be able to be okay with whatever spirit throws at you, whatever this life throws at you, until this person gets here. Because when they get here, you going to have a partner in crime. When this person gets here, you going to have a fucking Bonnie to your Clyde or a Clyde to your Bonnie. Make it fit, right? You going to have somebody that's going to have your back to the end of time if you play your cards right and they play their cards right. So I'm saying all of this to say, you know the person is coming. You can feel this fucking person in your goddamn energy, because I can feel mine. I get dreams, I get downloads, I get all kinds of shit from my person. And I know a lot of y'all are getting them because I'm experiencing the same thing that you're experiencing. So I'm trying to get you to understand, stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting the existence of this person, or stop doubting that they're going to show up, because when you do all that shit, you putting roadblocks in the way of what it is you're trying to have, okay? So we got the pride card showing up here. It says arrogance, ego, stubbornness. When you put those blocks in the way, it's because you thinking from a place of ego, and you're not thinking from your heart. You're not thinking about the fact that this person loves you so much. They in the fucking gym. They working on their money to get even more money so that the both of y'all can you know, come together and decide where the hell you want to live together in the world, so you can start a family together, so you can do all of these things. This person is planning. They sit and they daydream about you, and daydream about what life is going to be like with the two of you together. But you got to stop, like I tell you, shooting yourself in the foot and cutting your nose off to spite your face, thinking all this crazy shit, because it's not helping you. It's actually throwing, like I said, throwing a wrench in the fucking works. Okay? All right. Next placement we're going to look at is talking about experiences and lessons learned. Okay, so we got the Knight of Pentacles here, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we've got the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. Okay, so what is it? It's experiences and lessons learned. So with the Temperance card, this is about you know, taking them lemons, the things that you've experienced, and making lemonade out of it, okay? Realizing, yeah, I've been through some shit, but I'm strong. I'm still fucking standing. Motherfuckers tried to chop me down, tried to tear me down, tried to fucking chip away at my self-confidence. I'm still fucking here. That's the energy you need to be in, okay? And know that I don't give a fuck how long it takes. My person is coming. My person is going to show up. They're going to be here when it's time for them to be here. That's the mindset you got to be in. I told you. When you watch, like I told you, when I be outside and I see people holding hands and stuff, I be like, Spirit showing me that, because my person about to come. We gonna be walking down the street like that, holding hands. Or if I'm watching somebody on TV and they making out, I'm like, see, that's what we gonna be doing. We gonna be doing that. That's what I'm saying. You gotta just be in your own little world and start to expect the things that you're wanting to have in this relationship with this person. Okay. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles here. This is about slow and steady move. Oh gosh, moves the race. Slow and steady wins the race. So Spirit is telling you, this person is coming towards you. They've never stopped coming towards you. Okay, it's the shit you're telling yourself. Okay, because I hear people all the time in the comments, well, I'm just gonna be by myself and this and that, because I just can't, you know, I just can't wait no more, this and that and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, think about the people who have done incredible things in this world. I've talked about this man before. What's his name? Oh God, the light bulb dude. The one that invented the light bulb. Do you know how many fucking prototypes this man made before he did the light bulb? It was like 250 or some shit like that. Imagine that. And he was doing it back in the day when the technology wasn't nothing like it is today, right? Because today, it's so easy, so much easier for people to invent things and create things and do the things that they're wanting to do. Because we got AI, we got, you know, all of these computers and all this kind of shit. But back in the day, they didn't have none of that shit. So this man was just using his mind, probably his intuition. He probably had his guides was probably telling him what to do, because that was probably one of his objectives here in life was to figure out how to invent all these things, right? So think about how patient this person had to be to be able to create the light bulb. And because of him now, y'all can see me, because I got two lights here and there's a light up top, because this man chose not to fucking give up and didn't care what came at him. Because, you know, whenever the prototype didn't work, the first thing he said, well, now I know that's not a way to make a light bulb. That's the way he would look at it. He would never look at it as a failure. And so that's what pushed him to continue on. And see, that's the problem with a lot of us. We've been taught that failure means that we just some horrible fucking ass people. We can't get nothing right. We can't make nothing right. You got to stop telling yourself that shit. You have to love yourself no matter what happens. Whether you have the most stellar fucking day or you have the day that's the most worst day you've ever had in your life, you got to just still be okay with yourself. You can't stop loving yourself. You still have to look at yourself as the amazing fucking person that you are. Okay? All right, let's clarify. So we have distance. It says separation, space, blockage. There's a reason why you and this person are at a distance. Like I said, you need to go slow. That's why the Knight of Pentacles is here. Okay? You're not ready. If you were ready, that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. If you were ready to be in a relationship with this person, or this person was ready to be with you, because for some of you, it could be the person. It may not necessarily be you. Or it could just be, you could be right at the edge, and the person could be there waiting on you, and you right at the edge of coming into the relationship with this person. It could be a bunch of different things, a myriad of things, because I'm dealing with thousands of people. I'm reading for thousands of people. So this distance card, Spirit is telling you these things. There is a method to Spirit's madness. It may not make sense, but it just is what it is. You don't have to understand everything. Like I said, when I walk into the room and turn on the light, I don't know. I can't explain to you how the fuck that happens. But it don't mean that the light ain't gonna come on because I don't understand. It's the same thing with this. Just because you don't know how this person's gonna show up in your life, it doesn't mean they not coming. Okay? All right. Let's clarify. Give me one more card. This person, look at this. Don't tell me that someone like this is not worth waiting for. It says willing to go through hell with you. You tell me how many people you done dealt with in the past who is willing to do it, who are willing to do this. Tell me. I'll wait. I'm waiting on you. I don't hear nothing. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. This is somebody, cream of the crop. That's what I'm hearing. Like I told you, the Cadillac, the fucking Tesla, whatever the fuck you want to call this person, whatever the top shelf, the upper echelon, whatever you want to call them. They moving on up to the goddamn east side. Whatever you want to say about this person, that is who they are. And this is somebody when they choose you, they choose you. They go all in. They give it all. That's why, that could be one of the reasons why it took time for the two of you to come together too. Because this is somebody, I told you, they think and think and think about things before they do it. Where I told you, for us, we've been going to the goddamn dealership and just jumping in the first motherfucking car. Or letting in the first person that shows us any type of interest, right? And you just can't do that. It's about you realizing what an amazing person you are, what you bring to the table, and realizing you can't give everybody a piece of you. Everybody don't deserve a piece of you, twins. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. That's what Spirit is trying to get you to understand. How precious and how beautiful you are as a person. And that you don't need to be laying it low and spreading it wide for everybody. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. But I'm saying giving everybody an experience of you when there's some people out there, that's the last thing they should be getting from you. Okay? All right. So the next placement we're going to look at is talking about the postponement. What is holding you back? Look, the Spirit done already knocked the cards out of my hand. I don't even have to shuffle them. Okay, so we got the High Priestess, Pisces energy, and we also have the Two of Swords, right? So I feel like they both twos. We got 2 and 2 here. Two of Swords, High Priestess, which is card number 2. So the High Priestess, I told you, is Pisces energy, right? This is about you learning how to listen to your intuition. I tell you this all the time, right? I feel like that's what your person does. They're very tapped in. And I feel like for some of you, this person is more tapped in than you are as an empath, okay? So they know what is supposed to happen. They understand the concepts of divine timing. And it's just about it being a matter of time. Because I keep telling you, what is for you is not going to pass you by. This shit is written. It's written in your fucking records that you're supposed to be in a relationship with this person. So why would you give up just because it ain't showing up when the fuck you... It did say, we didn't go to the records and say, okay, at this time, at on I don't know, February 2nd at fucking 8 p.m., this person's supposed to show up in your life. He's supposed to knock on your door. You're not supposed to know all of that. Like I said, sometimes if you know too much information, you will fuck it up. Okay? So that is why there are reasons why Spirit is moving the way that they're moving. Okay? So with this Two of Swords, what Spirit is telling you, this is about, you know, it's postponement because there are still lessons that need to be learned. You are still blindfolded about certain things. Even those of you that are saying that y'all healed, there's something, because this card wouldn't be showing up if it wasn't. There's something that you're refusing to see. There's something about red flags, something about triggers, something that needs to be dealt with. And then, like I told you, for some of you, you still have areas of your life that need to be dealt with. So if your shit ain't in order, why you in the comments talking all this yang, ready to fucking fight, ready to scrap with Spirit because your person ain't showing up, okay? All right, but Spirit is telling you, you need to listen to your intuition and do the work that you need to do. And like I told you, celebrate your singledom because there's nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful thing. You get to do whatever the fuck you want. You ain't got to worry about, you know, nobody else or anything like that. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. Somebody's in their feelings. They want forgiveness and they're in their feelings. Okay, so let me say this. For some of y'all, this is not talking about some of the exes. It's talking about your current person, the soulmate. Because I keep telling y'all, for some of y'all, a small amount, if it's not your message, don't take it. There was a false start, and that's what Spirit is talking about. But for others of you, yeah, this is the twin trying to come back in, and ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, right? Okay, let me get these other cards. Okay, so healing. Spirit is telling you, releasing, purifying, cleansing. This is what needs to happen. So you can be on your P's and Q's, okay? So you can be fit, right? So when you walk into a goddamn room, all eyes on you, baby. Okay? So your money is in motion and together, and you got your place to stay. You done got out of the environment you need to be out of. You doing it because that's what I keep trying to tell y'all. The same shit I be telling y'all, I be working on my shit too, okay? Because you can see that I'm somewhere different, right? Because I told you, sometimes you gotta escape your environment, and that's all I'm gonna say about my situation. I have escaped mine. Let me say that, okay? So that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. There are things you gotta do, and you need to be doing what it is you need to be doing, so that you will have done your part, so that when it's time for this person to show up, there's nothing standing in the way, okay? All right. Next question, or next placement we're going to look at is talking about, we're going to describe your person, the soulmate. Okay, so we got the Hangman, Pisces energy. We have the Two of Wands, okay? And we also have the Queen of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Like I said, your person could be divorced, okay? They have gone through a lot of shit just like you have, okay? This is somebody who has weathered the storm. They understand a lot of the shit you've been through because they've been through it too. This will never be somebody that will mock you because of the stories that you tell them, because 9 times out of 10, they have they have gone through the same thing. They understand what it's about, and even if they hadn't, they would never do that to you because they know what it feels like to be played for a fool, okay? Then with the Two of Wands here, okay, this, I feel like it's, you know, talking about them needing to make certain decisions. Them being at a crossroads about certain things, certain areas in their life, and needing to, you know, continue to have hope and to be ready to, you know, go down the right path when it's time for the two of you to be together, okay? And then with the Hangman, Pisces energy, this person, you know, is someone who seeks enlightenment, right? They go through things, they try to figure out, you know, what's the best path, how they can learn from whatever they've gone through. They're walking away from things that no longer serve them, right? So this is somebody that's really about their shit when it comes to trying to be the best person they can be. And this is the type of person you want, because what you've been dealing with in the past was motherfuckers who come in any kind of way they want to come in, right? Whether they got confidence or not, right? And treating you any kind of way. And you don't fucking deserve no bullshit like that. So like I said, do you want it now and to be dealing with the same type of shit you was dealing with in the past? Or do you want to wait and get what it is that you rightfully and truly deserve? Okay? All right, let's clarify. Excuse me. So we have possibilities. When this person comes into your life, it says free-spirited, adventure, risk. This, I feel like, you know what I hear in my head? This person's going to turn your life upside down, but in a beautiful fucking way. It's like this person is going to push your boundaries in a good way. Not in something, you know, but push you to grow as a person. You and this person are going to have a lot of adventures with each other. They could be somebody that likes to jump out of motherfucking planes, because I see the parachute here. Okay, or go paragliding, or do things like this. This could be somebody that is like an adrenaline junkie. Okay, because I'm one too. So I'm all down for shit like this. But this is gonna be somebody with whom they're gonna want to share the beautiful things about their life with you, and they're gonna want to, you know, to share the things that you feel are beautiful with them. Okay, all right. So we've got abusive, drunken love showing up here for your person. Like I told you, your person might have some type of addiction or something that they're trying to put to bed. And like I told you, you don't want nobody coming into your life. Come on now. Come on now, twins. You know you don't want nobody coming into your life with no fucking shit, just like you don't need to be bringing them no shit neither. So this card could apply from both sides, okay? But this person is getting themselves together because they know that the two of you are coming together. They put you on a pedestal. I told you this person is willing to go through hell with you, and they are doing the work they need to do because they want to be their best selves for you, okay? All right, so next placement we're going to look at is talking about how or when you and this person are going to meet. Let me see. Okay, so we got the Hierophant here, okay? This is Taurus energy, all right? I just feel like, you know, when you've learned certain lessons, because the Hierophant can talk about, you know, somebody being a teacher or you going through certain things. It can also talk about, you know, like conforming, tradition, this type of thing. So your person could be somebody who is very traditional, okay? But I also feel like Spirit is saying once you've mastered certain lessons that you need to learn, and they have as well, that's when the two of you will come together. Because like I said, you don't want somebody, you don't want to have gone through all this shit and only to have it get fucked up because you pushing it to go too fast and you're not ready and your person is not ready. Because like I told you, to me, that's some traumatic shit to have gone through all this stuff. You come into union with this person and then something happens and the both of you end up in separation again. That for me, that's the shit that would make me fucking want to walk away. That's why I'm like, let him deal with what he need to deal with. I deal with what I need to deal with. And when it's time, we'll be together. Because like I told you, like my dad always say, you can't stop an idea whose time has come. Okay? And like I told you, this is destined. It is written in your fucking records that you're supposed to be with this person. But it's also, I feel like, written in there that there's certain lessons that you got to learn in order for this to come off without a hitch. Okay? All right. So we've got beauty. It says charming, graceful, kind-hearted. So I feel like, you know, you're both going to see each other as beautiful people, okay? Or handsome people, you know, guys, make it fit, okay? Take it as it resonates. Next placement we're going to look at is talking about the future of your relationship together. Okay. So we got the Six of Wands. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I love it. The Six of Wands, twins, and we got the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be a fresh new start. It's going to be a lot of truth, okay? A lot of communication between you and this person. And with the Six of Wands, a lot of success. This person is going to see you as their dream lover. You're going to see them as your dream lover. There's going to be a lot of recognition. Like I told you, it's going to be all eyes on y'all when the two of y'all come together. Because like I said, you going to be fucking grinning. What they call it? The Kool-Aid grin. You know how the damn Kool-Aid in the old Kool-Aid commercials, that big ass picture of Kool-Aid and how it's smiling like that. You going to have the Kool-Aid grin like that. So we have holiday love, making peace. Some of y'all, it might not be until the end of the year that this person comes in, or it could be that y'all will have gotten together by that point. I mean, before that, and then you won't make it official until the holidays, or it could be that the two of you may be in a committed relationship, and then, you know, they could be asking you to get married or something like that by the holidays, okay? All right, then we got confusion, emotions unclear, okay? It's about you getting clarity. And I feel like your person needing clarity as well, because you don't want nobody fucking half-stepping in this connection. You don't deserve nobody fucking half-stepping, just like they don't deserve it either. All right? Okay, let me get this card. Did I get the other one? No. Okay. See, you got to get rid of the resentment, the anger, you know, the bitterness, okay, from being in those past relationships. Because some of you, there's some stuff that is buried down deep because you've been through, you know, failure, or what you feel like is failure. You've been through disappointment of these things not working, these relationships not working. And you may have, some of you may have to heal the surface of it, but for, you know, the rest of you, it could be stuff down underneath there that you haven't gotten to yet. And this is about you working through all those things to the best of your ability until this person shows up. Because I keep telling you, healing is a lifelong thing. It's not something you just doing just to get somebody to come into your life. You should never be doing that just to get somebody else. It's about you too. It's about you loving yourself, about you having this amazing relationship with yourself. Because if you want to have an amazing relationship with somebody else, I tell you this all the time, it starts with you having an amazing relationship with yourself. And a lot of people don't understand that. There's people that have been in beautiful relationships with their person where they've been married fucking 40, 50, 60 years. And the reason why is because they got themselves together. They took the time to get themselves together. Even the people that may have just gotten married, or they were together for 10 years or 15 years, they realized how important it was to be whole, a whole individual, before they try to put themselves into anything, okay? And so, like I said, stop rushing trying to get there already. Like I told you, stop trying to get on the plane and go home. The fucking trip has just begun, okay? All right, let's see. Personal growth tips is the next thing we're going to look at. Okay, so we got the 8 of Wands here, okay? This is talking about the fact that there's communication going your way. Some of you gotta learn how to be more effective communicators, okay? You can't, cause a lot of you, I feel like you're waiting until things get to here, until it becomes a knockout, drag out before you start to let people know how you feel, okay? And then with the 8 of Wands, this is also talking about manifestation, like you working on, I feel like, honing your manifestation skills when it comes to other areas of your life as well. Because I told you, this on this channel, we ain't just, even though I read about love, we ain't just talking about love. We talk about self-love. We talk about getting your life together, all of these things, okay? And then with the 10 of Cups, Spirit is telling you, as a personal growth tip, this is about you finding your 10 of Cups without your person. Because you don't need somebody in your life to have a 10 of Cups, okay? Right now, I'm in fucking 10 of Cups. I'm in my own fucking space. I'm in my own energy. I'm doing what I fucking love to do. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm not saying my life is not without its hiccups, because it's life. There's going to be ups and downs, right? But I still am having the time of my motherfucking life, because, and then I'm excited because I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. I've just learned, you know what? Let me stop focusing on somebody else being the center of my world, and let me focus on me being the center of my world. You know what? I asked myself, this is my goal this year. I want to know how much I can fucking love on myself. I want to know how much I can transform my world just by loving on me and doing the things that I've always wanted to do and putting myself first and stuff like that. Because like I told you, it's about you enjoying your singledom, because there's nothing wrong with it. Single is not a motherfucking disease. It is not a horrible thing. It's not a failure, okay? It's about you taking that time and using it to your not to your detriment, but to, you know, for what's good for you, to make it good for you, okay? All right. Okay. Tips to attracting a relationship. Oh, I didn't even clarify. I'm speeding ahead. Look, see, I'm getting on the plane trying to go back home. Okay, so we got look. Love offer coming in. We started off with the Ace of Cups, which is the same thing, a love offer, and then here it is again. Okay, so like I said, you got somebody, for some of y'all, this person gonna come in with flowers. This is gonna be somebody you know, that's going to be trying to romance you. All of these things that's going to be trying to show you. Oh, and baby, they going to be lusting. Woo, they going to be lusting because I keep telling you, you want to tear each other's clothes off. You want to tell each other, look, this person going to make you want to tear their clothes off if you don't already want to do it. It says, you know, sexual energy. You know, forbid, you know, like I said, we got the forbidden word on here. It's always talking about the age gaps, all of these things. Because like I said, you're going to have a lot of other things coming at you. And you got to be okay within yourself first to be able to deal with these things that are going to be coming up when the two of you come together. Okay? All right. Okay, so like I said, last card. Tips to attracting a relationship. Hold on. So we have the Chariot, Cancerian energy. And we also have the Two of Pentacles. So Spirit is telling you, get your shit together. Stop juggling certain things, okay? Figure out, you have to, let me tell you this. If you got somebody coming in, you want to be in a relationship with somebody, you have to start to make time for that person to be in your life, right? You got to stop overworking yourself. You have to stop doing things that take up so much of your time, because you got to show Spirit that there is balance in your life. That's why this Two of Pentacles is showing up here. Okay, it's about you learning how to, like I always tell you, with the eggs in the basket, put the same amount of eggs in every basket, and then you got a new basket that you're going to have to put eggs into, and that's going to be the relationship with you and your person. Because the things that you're asking this person for, you're going to have to be willing to give those things to them too, right? And then let me tell you this. If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody and you are right now trying to build your business, trying to build your empire, trying to do all these things, you can't afford to be distracted by this person right now, because I'm telling you, you get in a relationship with this person, that's all you're going to want to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I am trying to get you to understand is you provide your own sound foundation first, and then when this person comes in, then you can be like, okay, I can you know, kind of just keep one eye on this, a side eye on this, as while I can focus on my person. Okay, all right. Then we got the Chariot card here, Cancerian energy. Like I said, you may have Cancerian placements, your person may have, you both may have. It's talking about you doing the shadow work, balancing out, you know, both sides of your personality, overcoming the obstacles that are standing in your way so that you can head towards victory and success with this this connection. Okay? All right. Let's clarify. See, releasing. Spirit is telling you release, let go, move on, walk away. Okay? Clear out all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Go on a forgiveness spree and just tell yourself, how many motherfuckers can I forgive this goddamn year? And just go through it and just get rid of all of this. Because I'm telling you, when you get in this relationship with this person, you ain't going to give a fuck about any of them trespasses that them other people did. You ain't going to care, okay? Because you going to be all about this person and they going to be all about you, okay? This person is going to come in being a businessman or woman, you know, a provider, you know, trying to give you stability, trying to add to your stability, because you already working on your own stability. Okay. So I'm saying all of this to say, twins, okay, you have such an amazing person coming your motherfucking way and you fucking deserve it. But don't self-sabotage by trying to force things to come before it's time for them to come. Okay. Just know that this person is supposed to be a part of your life. I keep telling you, it's written in your fucking records that this person is supposed to be in your life. So know that it's going to happen when the time is right. And so while they're cooking and you cooking, go live your fucking life. Go live your life, because I keep telling you, life is happening now. It's not happening in the future. Because think about this. I was talking to somebody about this that I had met the other day. And we were talking about how I had met these two ladies. They were like best friends, and they were on the way to, I think Hong Kong, because they want to take a cruise. They were meeting up with some family members and some friends, and they were all going together on this cruise and enjoying themselves. And then one of the ladies, her husband had passed away, had just recently passed away. And her friend told her, come on, you going to go travel with me and we're going to do this and do that. And that's what I remember I was telling them. I said, because everybody want to wait until they 70, 80 years old and thinking, okay, I'm 70, 80 years old. Now I'm finna travel the world. I'm finna do this. I'm finna do that. I got the money or whatever. And then things happen. You know, you get old. Some people have health issues, God forbid. All these things start to happen. And you think about all the years before that you could have made it happen and you didn't do it. And so now you're stuck in a situation to where you can't enjoy your life, even though that's what you want to do. And so I'm saying all this to tell you, this is the time for you to enjoy your life. This is the time for you to make the decisions you need to make the plans you need to make. Like I said, to love on yourself, to have a love fest, because I said that's what I'm finna do. It's going to be a goddamn Leigh love fest all fucking year. All goddamn year. It's my birthday every fucking day of the year. Not just one. All fucking days. Okay? So I'm trying to tell you. Think about, you know, the things that you've always wanted to do in your life and start to do them. Stop waiting on somebody to fucking show up for you to live your life. Because look at that lady. Her husband passed away. I'm sure they had talked about things and talked about going here and doing this and doing that. And all of a sudden, he gone. And so now she realizes that it's time is of the essence. And you can't play around because you don't know how long you got here. None of us know that, right? So every day, live every day. You should be laying in your bed at night and thinking to yourself, today was a good motherfucking day. Because I'm telling you, that's what I've been saying every day. Today was a good goddamn day. Even if I had some bumps in the road, even if everything didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, I'm alive. I have excellent health. I have money in my motherfucking pocket. And I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. The world is my motherfucking oyster. That is the mindset you need to be having. Okay? And you need to be going out living your life. Because when you're in that type of energy, that is what accelerates this person coming towards you. That is what, you know, closes the gap between the two of you coming together. Because you got to show spirit, hey, you know, I'm good. You know, I'm going to trust you and know that you're going to bring this person into my life at the exact right time. Because I'm telling you, when they come, you talk to them people in the comments that person is already showing up. You talk to them in the comments and listen to what they say. Okay, and you can ask them a question because there's a lot of them in the comments that's talking about their person is showing up. Okay, they will tell you the person showed up at the exact right time. Had they shown up earlier when they start to think about it, they realize it would have been a fucking disaster. Okay, all right. So let's get some messages from Spirit before I let you go. Look, I done talked to you for a whole fucking hour. It says plan. This card actually fell out the deck when I was shuffling my cards before I turned on the camera. It says plan. Following a long-term plan will help me achieve my life's purpose. It says to make the most of this moment of inspiration and angel guidance, plan your days so as to reach maximum efficiency. This is a powerful time for you and you are capable of achieving a lot. Without a plan, you risk wasting precious time. Because what I'm trying to get you to understand is you have walked away from somebody who was a total fucking douchebag, right? So you are being rewarded, right? So I told you it's money, it's, you know, you getting your career together. You're in a period of time in your life where it's easy for you to manifest a lot of different things because you're being rewarded. Your efforts are being, how can I explain it? They're being helped along by spirit, right? So that's why I'm telling you, what is the wildest shit you've always wanted to do? What type of life do you want to motherfucking live? Let's do it, right? Let's do it. Time is now. Time is of the essence. Live your life like you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, because we don't, right? So that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It is so fucking important for you to do that right now, okay? All right. Let's get some messages from your person. Okay, so we've got my emotions for you are running deep. Then we have I'm always with you in spirit. I tell you this all the time. Their higher self is talking to you. That's why you get no songs and stuff like that. Their higher self is watching over you and your higher self is watching over your person. And y'all are both talking to each other through your higher selves, okay? It says your smile is making me melt every time I see your face. I tell you, this person is watching you, okay? You make them feel better. Just be able to look at you makes them feel better. So like I said, this person ain't went nowhere. They ain't going no motherfucking where. They right here. So that's why I told you, just live your life and know that this person is already in your energy and they're coming towards you. Like one step closer each and every day. Then we've got, I will be there by your side when you're ready. See what I'm saying? So Spirit is pretty much backing up what we were talking about. Okay, let's get some more. Says, I dream about a future with you. Like I told you, this person is always plotting and planning, but in a good way, plotting in a good way about the type of life they want to have with you. Then we got, I can't, not right now, because it's not the right time, okay? And then we have, do you love me the way I love you? Okay, let's get some more. Then we have, oh, we got don't pressure me. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Take your time. Take your time. Because like I said, when it's right, it's going to show up. It says, can you hear me whisper your name? All right? Okay, let's get something else. Communication, okay? It says, I need to talk to you and feel you close. I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me soon. Your response will encourage me greatly, and I will be waiting to hear back from you, okay? So like I said, this person is coming. For some of you, they right around the corner. But like I said, just because, you know, even if they're not showing up for you right now, it doesn't mean that they're not coming. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. It says, look, I crave you. You don't realize how perfect you are to me. Everything reminds me of you. Let me get one more. And then we've got You're My Everything. Okay, and I hear the Mary J. Blige song in my head. Okay, so let's get some oracle cards. Hold on one second. I wasn't ready for the oracle card. Okay, we're gonna do these. My romance angels. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have stay optimistic about your love life. It says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. You have to know no matter what, twins, this person is motherfucking coming, okay? They are coming. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So all these things we just talked about, like I said, don't be going no motherfucking don't be going no motherfucking car lot, jumping in the first fucking car you see, because you know they put your ass in jail anyway. I'm just telling you, don't do that. Take your time. You are high quality, a high quality person. You are top shelf, okay? You are the creme de la creme. You are the best. And you have to start to function like that, okay? That's somebody that knows that, you know, they not going to just take anything. They not, if the person is not ready, they don't want it. You know, this is like when you go to a restaurant and the server be trying to just give you anything and it wasn't what you ordered. What you going to do? You going to sit there and eat it, or you going to send it back, okay? But like I said, if you send it back the right way, because you don't want nobody spitting in your food. Okay, come on. Let me get one more. And then I'm going to let you go. Look at what Spirit is telling you. Very soon. Spirit is saying, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Look at these people, how they all wrapped up and booed up and all together. Okay? Like I said, your person is coming, and you need to start to look at it like with excitement, like a little kid. Like a little kid on Christmas Day. They know that their shit is coming. Look on the bottom of the deck. It says wedding. It says this situation involves marriage. Okay? So like I told you, this is somebody who is about it, about what it is you want. So you got to be like that little kid that knows that Christmas is coming and they fucking present going to be under that motherfucking tree. You just don't know when your Christmas day is. That's all it is. Okay? So hang in there, twins. I love y'all. I love the fuck out of y'all. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye, twins.